And today, the disagreements here played out very publicly at the Brooklyn Nets preseason media day, where one of the team's star players, Kyrie Irving, did not attend in person. He joined from his house via Zoom, refused to answer questions about his vaccine status and whether or not he would participate in games. See, the problem is New York City correctly mandates athletes have at least one dose of a COVID vaccine when playing basketball indoors and breathing on each other. And while Kyrie Irving is one of many high-profile holdouts, he's not any old player. He is the vice president of the executive committee of the Players Union. According to Rolling Stone, he, quote, recently started following and liking Instagram posts from a conspiracy theorist who claims that secret societies are implanting vaccines in a plot to connect black people to a master computer for a plan of Satan. This Moderna microchip misinformation campaign has spread across multiple NBA locker rooms and group chats, according to several of the dozen-plus current players, Hall of Famers, league executives, arena workers, and virologists interviewed for this story over the past week. This has all sparked a public outcry, including from NBA legend Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, who told Rolling Stone, quote, there is no room for players who are willing to risk the health and lives of their teammates, the staff and fans, simply because they're unable to grasp the seriousness of the situation or do the necessary research. And from Boston Celtics center Enes Kanter, who has been encouraging his fellow players to take the shots. And Enes Kanter joins me now. Enes, it's good to have you. I wonder what the locker room conversations have been like, what the tenor of this conversation has been among folks in the NBA, the players.
Thanks for having me, Chris. I think I just signed with Boston Celtics players, but last year I was playing for the Portland Trail Blazers. And when this vaccine, conversation, started to happen, we all sit down and say, listen, we are role models and we need to, not just save ourselves, but our families and our communities. So we were all fully vaccinated. I feel like players listen to medical experts on pretty much everything, surgeries, treatments, medicine, and diet. So I feel like we need to listen to the experts on this vaccine for sure.
Yeah, one thing that has really been striking to me, and again, 90% of players are vaccinated. So again, this isn't a 50-50 issue. It's not massively polarizing. But, there's been a lot of prominent athletes who have resisted the vaccine in different sports. And, it's striking to me that you are someone who your livelihood depends on your health. And you would think that someone for whom that's the case. I mean, Karl Anthony Towns, who's a great NBA player, got COVID and has reported a long recovery period and really negative effects afterwards. You'd think that players would be worried about that. They'd want to protect themselves against that.
I mean, I think for sure, like you said, Karl Anthony Towns, I believe he just said on one article he lost 50 pounds and lost multiple family members. Just last year, I just lost my uncle because of COVID. So I feel like players need to understand we are not just saving our lives, but everyone else around us. And we are role model, right? There are so many kids out there, so many young generation out there are idolizing us. So I feel like we need to be a good example and just go out there and encourage people and encourage our community to just get vaccinated so we can save people.
You also had an interesting quote in the Rolling Stone piece about religion and religious exemptions, which I wanted to just read to you. If a guy's not getting vaccinated because of his religion, I feel like we are in a time where the religion and science has got to go together. I've talked to a lot of religious guys. I'm like, it saves people lives. So what is more important than that? Have you encountered the religious objection as a strong part of the objection in the conversations you've had?
I mean, like I said, we are in a time that religion and science has to go together. I mean, religion is telling you, every religion telling you to take care of your body, right? And this is the best way to take care of your body, get vaccinated. And I believe, I understand, I respect all religions. And, we have a freedom of religion in our country, but same time, it's very simple. What is more religious than saving other people's lives? That's it.
How would you feel? I mean, one of the origin of part of this battle that's happening is that my understanding is the NBA doesn't have a requirement. The NFL came up with a set of requirements that strongly incentivized vaccination. And the NBA has basically been relying on the rules of local venues, stadiums and stuff like that. Do you think the league should be more proactive? Should there be an agreement between the players union and the league that says, look, everyone's got to get vaccinated?
I feel like they should. because like I said again, I mean, I'm playing basketball, right? And a non-vaccinated player will be breathing on me during the game because we're playing basketball and there's contact all the time. And think about a player will be breathing on me and sweating on me the whole game. And I know that he's not vaccinated. So I don't think the players who are vaccinated already won't feel comfortable to go against those players. But at the same time, I mean, you got to respect the people's decision. That's what it comes to that. But, I speak to some of the athletes, even some of the non-basketball players. But there is this thing were just talking about that they were just worried about that government trying to put a chip in us. And when I heard that, I just lost word. I'm like, I don't know what to say.
Yeah.
But I think we just need to educate ourselves and we just need to be smart because, like I said again, we are leaders, community leaders, and there are so many people are idolizing us. So I feel like use this platform to encourage others to get vaccinated because it's literally saving people's lives.
All right. Enes Kanter, thank you so much for joining me. Appreciate it.
Thank you, brother.